friends, another video from Destination Misaki Outdoors, talking about our hunting tent and how we set it up. Kind of, we don't have our beds and stuff in it, but we just are airing it out and checking it over and getting ready for our Michigan BHA rendezvous. So we figured we'd just do a quick video to show you how we set it up for our bow hunting and salmon fishing type stuff and getting out there and doing it. So Jordan's gonna walk around the tent and show you what it looks like on the outside, then we're gonna go inside, take a look.
And there's Brandon.
Right.
And then we have me. Hi. Okay. So.
So I've had these plans of putting an easy up. We have an easy up awning. I've been thinking about putting it up here, but I haven't really had the chance to do it yet. We haven't used it that much, but we're just trying to figure out what's the best way to set it up and what's the best way to make it work. And we've been in it in some 30-degree nights and stayed pretty comfortable. So we're looking at maybe trying it in some colder weather, but whatever. It works for what it is. So let's go inside and take a look. So obviously it looks pretty big on the outside. When you get inside, it's not quite as big, but we have our wood stove here. We have our wood stove here, and this is probably the main focal point because we can heat water up, we can dry socks, and it's obviously the heat. We'll have water on there most of the time so we can wash our face or wash whatever we need to wash at the time. Then we could have some water partially ready for cocoa or some instant coffee or whatever. So that's pretty much where it's at, and everything else is kind of left up to interpretation the way we set it up. So you can tell it's not that big once you start putting stuff in, but realistically there's pretty good room for 4 or 5 guys with gear.
I remember at salmon camp we slept, what was it, 7 guys in here?
We had 7 guys, but only a couple of them had cots. When you put cots in, it takes up a lot more room, but if you had 5 or 6 guys with, especially if we put the easy up out in front with a little bit more of a storage area, we could probably put 5 guys in here pretty easy.
With cots, maybe.
I don't know about cots, but
Yeah, if all of them had air mattresses, like if we had those singles, and maybe we could probably fit.
Double.
We could probably fit like three singles and a double in here if we're lucky.
yeah, we want a little area that we can sit here. I want to get a table that, like a little umbrella table to put this leg through, this pole through, so that'll take away a little bit of room, but it'll be pretty handy to have a table there. We can sit here and play cards or put everybody's junk on there, empty their pockets when they go to bed.
Have a couple drinks.
Just a place to keep your stuff organized.
Like if you need to do something with both hands, you can set your coffee down nice and easy.
Yeah. 'Cause ideally, we'd be sitting in here and shooting the bull, telling stories, talking about the ones that got away, or making plans to
Marking out hunting spots for tomorrow.
maybe come up stories of what lies we're going to tell for next time. So it's work in progress. It's not the end all be all tent. It's something to get me started in the hot tent world, the hunting tent world. If I get 5 or 6 years out of this thing, I'll be very, very happy because it's not super heavy duty.
It's not the best thing for heavy duty stuff. Like,
Yeah, and they tell you you're not supposed to put a stove in them, whatever, but
oh well, we do it.
I made a stove jack out of some fiberglass and some high temp sealant, and you can see right here. It kind of goes through and it's all siliconed in, and then I put this second layer of pipe here to kind of insulate a little bit. It's got some more fiberglass inside here in between the two layers to kind of kill the heat out where it goes through. So I really don't think it'll be an issue.
Yeah, this tent has, and the stove, we've went through blood, sweat, and tears to do this.
Literally.
Yeah,
Should have had stitches in my hand.
yeah, but I fixed them up.
So this is an old tank out of a truck camper I had, water tank. So I just started cutting and hacking at it, and it's probably a little big for most tents this size, but it's what we had, and I can put 22 to 24 inch wood in here and you can get a night out of it pretty easy.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to, after bow hunting, coming home back to the tent to a roast
Yeah. Well, we got the Dutch oven for outside.
or even chili.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Yeah, if it's like too cold outside to do anything, we can cook some stuff in here.
We'll probably just keep this thing idling while we're gone, so it won't be good for cooking anything in here, but we can keep some water on here and keep it warm. But
Slow cook it.
yeah, but we'll have a Dutch oven set up outside with our roast and potatoes and carrots and whatever we decide to put in it. Maybe
Chili.
maybe chili, maybe make some pineapple upside down cake one day or something.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
We don't always kill deer at deer camp, but we never go hungry, so that's the biggest thing. So yeah, this whole setup, the tent was $125 or so, and a few modifications we've done. The stove, I got $10 into it probably, just with screws and some high temp cement to put this adapter on it for the chimney pipe. This adapter is actually an old 1 pound propane Coleman cylinder I cut apart and cut a hole in the top of this and kind of just fit it in there. This is galvanized, so I didn't have very good luck welding on it, and I didn't feel like grinding everything off it. So
Wasn't this a piece of a tree stand?
this is an old piece of a tree stand somebody gave me, so I put this on top for just so we can
Just so we have a flat surface.
we can dry socks, we can keep water in there, and we can whatever we need to do. Dry your underwear, I don't know, whatever you need drying, and dry it probably. So anyway, like that. We knew we already had quite a few items for camping, so we had our air mattresses or cots, whatever we decided to use. So the tent was $125. It's a Tahoe Gear Bighorn. It says 12 person. I mean, you could put 12 people in here. You could put 20 or 30 people in here if you want to, but really 4 or 5 is probably what it boils down to.
Yeah, like if you had another tent that you could put gear in, like if you had a whole bunch of gear in here, you could probably maybe max is 7.
John Wilkinson's talking about bringing his tent if he comes to deer camp, and we'll use his for a mess hall cooking area with a table, and then use this one for sleeping.
That'd be nice.
So
Yeah, and
yeah, it's pretty much, there's a lot of options here. It's just I wanted a hunting tent. I really wanted a army tent or a outfitter tent, but I didn't have $1,200 or $1,500 to
This is a start.
to spend. So this gets us out there. It's like I said, $120 or whatever, and then the stove is basically free, just with stuff I had. And it's not the prettiest thing probably, but
it
it
works.
keeps us warm and it keeps us dry for the most part. And it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. That's what I keep saying on this channel. It just there's a lot you can do on a budget, and there's no reason to think you can't be in the game. Like I said, we don't spend a lot of money, but we go out and we have fun. It's not all about the kill, it's about the experience. Everybody loves killing or hunting, and we don't like killing that much. I mean, that's the least favorite part of the whole thing. It's the experience, and the killing's a byproduct of the whole experience, and that's something that you can decide how you feel about on your own. But the end goal is to feed our families and have some fun and do our part for the environment and conservation. So, I mean, I think it's a pretty good gig. Keeps us busy. It keeps us away from phones and electronics in October, November. And we use this for salmon fishing, bow camp. We talked about having a rabbit camp in January. I don't know if we ever will, but it's always an option with a tent like this. I mean, we like to hunt and we like to fish and we like to eat it. We don't always enjoy the killing part, but it's all part of the deal. So you take it for what you will. It's just me saying that you can go out and do this stuff. You don't need a $2,000 tent and a $500 stove. And you're not going to put this thing on your back and carry it way deep in the bush, but you can do a lot just by setting it up close to where you park your truck and then just go from there. And we got climber stands, ground blinds, tree stands. For salmon fishing, we got our rods and our backpacks and whatever we need. This is just the base camp. This is just where we eat and sleep and change our clothes and whatever we do. So that's all I got to say, I guess. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if there's anything you'd like to know about this tent. Like I said, you can find them on Amazon, eBay, whatever. Tahoe Gear, not Bass Pro, but
Cabela's.
Sportsman's Guide makes something similar. They've got their version of this. That one comes pretty well reviewed too. So I just ended up getting this just because the deal was good and the review may have been just a little bit better as far as durability and colder weather. But I think either one would be a really good choice. So.
Yeah, I think the only downfall about these tents is that they're really thin. They take up a lot of space and
They're heavy.
yeah, they're heavy.
It's not real heavy. It weighs about 25 pounds, which is heavy, but it's not like
It's not like we're gonna take it hiking or anything.
something army tent or something like that. This size would be close to 100 pounds or more. So
I remember I slept by this on a cot during fish camp. I've never been warmer during an outdoor camp.
yeah, and we're still working the bugs out of it. I have to do something I have to open up the stove a little bit, make it breathe a little better. But it's all experimental at this
We're
point.
gonna try to cover that up, or
Cover what up?
the little space.
Yeah, it'll be
Fiberglass.
fun.
You can't. It's got to be able to blow around in the wind a little bit, and it's got to be able to move. You can't seal it up tight. You get a little bit of wind or some snow in here once in a while, whatever, it is what it is, but
Yeah.
lots of options here. So, like I said, hope that helps. You can get in the game on a budget and whatever. We do what we do, and if you got the money to spend on fancy stuff, that's great. It's good. I hope to someday, but I mean, with our boys and our obligations, and a lot of times we just don't have that kind of money. So we do what we do with what we got, and we have a good time doing it. So with that being said, we'll let you go and have a good rest of your week.
See ya.
Thanks for watching.